Dorilla the Gorilla sat outside his wooden forest cabin, smiling at the sunrise, a warm cup of leaf tea in his hand. No alarm clock, no heavy lifting at the jungle lumberyard anymore. After 42 years of work, retirement had finally arrived. Dorilla looked at his savings notebook proudly. He whispered,
2 million bananas. I made it.
Then, Saru, the monkey, suddenly jumped onto the porch.
Dorilla, why are your bananas sleeping in a boring old tree account?
Saru laughed.
Inflation termites are eating your future alive.
Dorilla frowned.
Inflation termites?
Saru said dramatically.
Yes, the Jungle Bank has a safe retirement plan now. Guaranteed growth. Rich old animals are joining every day.
Dorilla hesitated. Safe? Guaranteed? Retirement plan? Those words sounded comforting to an aging gorilla, and that was the beginning of the biggest mistake of his life. The next morning, Dorilla visited Jungle Bank. Inside sat Kitsune the fox. Perfect suit, perfect smile, perfect teeth. The kind of smile that made seniors trust him immediately. Kitsune slid a shiny brochure across the desk.
Mr. Dorilla, congratulations on retirement. You deserve peace.
Dorilla relaxed instantly. Kitsune continued softly.
Our Golden Banana retirement plan protects your future while earning steady profits, safe, stable, stress-free.
Dorilla nodded slowly. That sounded exactly like what he wanted.
No risky gambling?
Dorilla asked.
Oh no, this isn't for reckless young monkeys chasing mean vines.
Dorilla laughed. Dry, old gorilla laughter. The kind seniors make when they pretend they still understand modern finance.
Most retirees regret waiting too long.
Then Kitsune pointed out a chart going sharply upward. That sentence hit Dorilla harder than a falling coconut. Dorilla signed the paperwork, not because he understood it, because he trusted the person explaining it. Kitsune spoke quickly.
Small management fee, tiny adjustment fee, standard protection fee.
Dorilla waved his hand.
Fine, I trust you.
That sentence cost him years of peace. Weeks passed. At first, everything looked wonderful. His account balance climbed higher. Dorilla even bragged at the forest cafe.
I'm finally making my money work for me.
Saru grinned while eating free peanuts. Then, one rainy morning, Dorilla noticed something strange. The account went up, but somehow the total money available kept shrinking. Tiny deductions, tiny percentages, tiny invisible bites, like termites inside the walls. Dorilla returned to Jungle Bank. He said carefully.
Kitsune, why are there so many fees?
Kitsune smiled calmly.
Normal market adjustments.
But why am I losing bananas even when the market rises?
Temporary fluctuations.
Dorilla scratched his head. He suddenly felt old. Not physically, financially old, like the world had become too complicated overnight. Back in his cabin, Dorilla began checking his account every hour. Morning, lunch, midnight. He stopped sleeping peacefully. Retirement was supposed to remove stress. Instead, the stress had followed him home. And worse, he was too embarrassed to admit he didn't fully understand where his money had gone. One afternoon, Dorilla sat with other retired animals at the forest cafe. Everybody pretended retirement was amazing.
I just love the freedom.
Meanwhile, he was secretly delivering bamboo packages at night. An old bear said,
I'm really enjoying minimalist living.
Translation, he couldn't afford heating wood. Dorilla forced a smile too.
Oh, absolutely. My investments are doing great.
He lied. Inside, panic was growing. This is what many older animals never say out loud. Retirement fear is lonely. Because after working your whole life, admitting confusion feels humiliating, especially when every financial commercial says retirement should look like smiling on a beach eating mangoes. Dorilla hadn't touched a beach in 19 years. 6 months later, the market dropped hard. Dorilla rushed to Jungle Bank. Animals crowded the lobby, panic everywhere. Kitsune, the fox, suddenly looked less confident. Dorilla's hands shook as he opened his account statement. 40% gone. Gone. Not stolen overnight. Slowly drained through bad timing, hidden fees, and risky products disguised as safe. Dorilla stared silently. 42 years of work. Gone, faster than a monkey stealing lunch. Then came the worst part. Kitsune quietly said,
Well, technically, you signed the agreement.
That sentence crushed Dorilla more than losing the money itself. Because deep down, he knew it was true. Weeks later, Dorilla began selling furniture. First, the extra chair, then the radio, then his fishing boat. He stopped answering calls from friends. Embarrassment became isolation. One cold evening, Dorilla sat outside alone when Kame the Turtle slowly approached. Kame was old, very old, the kind of old where wisdom replaces speed. Kame looked at Dorilla's empty porch.
You trusted people before understanding the system,
Kame said gently. Dorilla sighed.
I was trying to protect my retirement.
Kame nodded.
That's exactly why scammers target seniors. Fear and safety are powerful together.
Dorilla lowered his eyes. For the first time, somebody spoke honestly to him without selling anything. Kame visited every week. No fancy charts, no shiny brochures, just simple lessons. Kame said,
Rule number 1. If you cannot explain an investment simply, do not buy it.
Dorilla listened carefully.
Rule number 2. Guaranteed returns usually guarantee profits for the seller.
Dorilla laughed painfully. Kame continued.
Slow, boring investing beats exciting retirement disasters.
Then, Kame showed Dorilla something shocking. Simple, low-cost forest index funds had quietly outperformed most expensive retirement products for years. No tricks, no drama, no genius foxes in expensive suits. Dorilla felt angry, but also relieved. Finally, something made sense. Dorilla could not recover all the lost bananas, but he stopped making emotional decisions. He reduced unnecessary expenses, built a simpler monthly budget, moved remaining savings into transparent, low-fee investments. Most importantly, he stopped chasing safe, magic solutions. One morning, Saru returned, excited again.
Dorilla, new crypto coconut opportunity.
No.
Dorilla interrupted calmly. Saru blinked.
No?
Dorilla smiled.
No, I'm too old for financial magic tricks.
That was the wisest thing he had said in years. Months later, Dorilla sat peacefully outside his cabin again. Not rich, not ruined, just wiser. The sunset looked warmer now. Kame sat beside him quietly. Dorilla spoke softly.
I spent my whole life learning how to work, but almost no time learning how money works.
Kame nodded slowly.
That mistake is more common than you think.
Dorilla looked toward the forest. If one conversation can save another old gorilla from panic and confusion, maybe losing money taught me something valuable after all. Then Dorilla turned toward the audience. Have you ever trusted a financial expert and later realized they cared more about commissions than your future? Or Do you think retirement investing has become too confusing for ordinary people today?